Nga okibeera kino mpulani kitubeeretera omugenyi n'abeera ng'ayogerako naffe naddala mu nsiike y'ebyemizannyo naye olunaku olwaleero it is going to be different oba it is different kubanga gye buvuddeko awo tubali tufuna ba PROs oba abazannyi bennyininyini mu nsiike naye ffenna tukimanyi nti nno kacyanga omwaka oguwedde gwagenda maaso n'okubeera nga gwakatandikawo nga mu mwezi gw'okusatu ebyemizannyo ne babiteeka ku full stop ku lw'ensonga ya COVID paka kati nga according to the regulations of the Ugandan from the Ugandan government abazanyi or rather abawagizi tebakkirizibwa munda mu bisaye kuwagira emizannyo gyabwe egy'enjawulo kati olunaku olwaleero mbadde tusazeewo tuleete abamu kwabo abantu oba omu ku abantu abali mu industry eno abato abagenda mu maaso n'okubeera nga batutuusaako ebyo ife abawagizi bitubeera tetatusobola kulaba oba kufuna neeyo mu bisaawe naddala mu period eno eya COVID. Omukulu ono agwendina y'omu ku abo abakulu abakyasinze okukuba ebifaanane naye ng'esinga okwewunyisa nti nno asagala kuyita mwana muto naye era ngera womulaba nti nno fesi si yafa abakulu kasooke era atubuuzeko omukulu amalayidi kasewo tukulamusizza nnyo.
Balamusizza nange sanyuse okubeera wano.
But anyway, for the importance of having this flow, this jazz flowing bulungi, we are going to tongue twist into English and the committee mzanyo tumanyidde okubeera nga tukozesa nnyo Oluganda. And for the benefit of my brother here, now my India ebifaananyi ebimu ogenda bira obiraba omukulu ono byageze maaso n'okubeera nga kuba amaaso mazima ddala bigenda beera nga bikumesmerizinga oba mazima ddala bikwewuunyisa. Edgar, your story, first explain to the viewers of Rest TV. Who are you? What do you do? When did you begin? Who are you in general?
Balamusizzaako bonna abalabi ba Rest TV. Amannya gange nze Hamala Edgar. Ndi mukubi wa bifaananyi ebyemizannyo. I'm a sports photojournalist. I'm sorry, my Luganda is not so good, but I'll try. Yeah. But yes, my name is Hamala Edgar. I am a sports photojournalist. Yeah, that's it. I take photos of the players.
The motion action.
Photos. Yes.
When did you begin? I think it is a later on question. How did you come to take? Do you have a degree? Do you have what qualifies you to be a photojournalist?
I have a
sports journalist rather.
I have a few certificates from the online schools that I've been doing. I added some more during the lockdown, but mainly that certificates. We don't have such a course in Uganda.
Oh, you don't have. So when did you begin? Besides the certificates,
I started. My story traces back from I think way back in Makerere College School.
With Marcos.
Marcos.
Okay.
With the Barbarians team. We used to like getting out of school.
Yeah, of course that is the kado. Mwefula okubeera abaana ba campus e Makerere, but
so I had to look for ways of getting out of school. Now, I'm not a person of events so much, so I liked moving with the rugby team because I used to enjoy the big tackles, the jazz and everything. I also used to like going to Chadondo to eat the pork from school, leaving school and going there for some pork.
I know, Marcos, that's why by the most of Marcos students do not go to Makerere University. Kubanga therefore already from Makerere University.
So yeah, I had to look for a way of going with the rugby team. And I make friends with a teacher who had an iPad. I would like to thank him so much.
Wow.
Mr. Sentongo, Makerere College. So I make friends with him and he gives me his iPad. So I start taking pictures of the guys training and make friends with them, and then they start letting me move out with them.
Wow.
So with time I grew the passion of like, this is actually fun, I could actually do it. So like that's how I picture.
That's how you started your journey.
Yeah.
Now, how about in terms of holding a professional camera?
When it comes to holding a professional camera, it's a very interesting story. I would still want to thank Andrew Katende, my mentor. He's a very amazing gentleman. He works with Photo Hub Uganda and he's a documentary photographer.
Each and everyone who has a mentor, Jim White. When are you going to get to see Jim White other than on Sky Sports? But anyway.
Yeah, so I started out with him. The story goes way long back, but just to brief it, he taught me how to use the camera, and when he was teaching me, we were more into the events. So very many people have seen me at proms taking photos and stuff. But with time, I realized this is boring. I don't like taking pictures of people that are standing, because like this and this. I go the lab for that motion, like the motion photos where people are moving, where you have to work to get a moment. Yeah, that's
one of my best pictures that you've taken. I know we've talked about a certain picture sometime back, but when you talk about some things that are in motion, that are moving, and there's a truck attacker, that picture, because I believe those rally cars in that category, they are so super fast. I'm trying to imagine how strong your camera is, or how experienced are you. But before we go there, what judges you to say that I need this moment?
You need to understand what you're taking. If it's a game, is it a derby, or is it a final? You need to understand
the magnitude,
the
weight of the game.
And the environment around the game. So when you get to know that, you will be aware. You will keep moving because you now know a goal has been scored there. I'll take a photo of the goal, but there are fans celebrating somewhere. There's a sad teammate who once you understand the game and the magnitude of the game, the rest comes down to how creative you are.
What was your first game that you were assigned to take place?
The first game that I was assigned to take pictures, I was sent by Andrew Katende.
Your mentor also?
Yeah, my mentor. He's the first person that sent me. I know he didn't believe that these things could actually work, but he let me do them, and I'm very thankful for that. He gave me the opportunity to go out there and prove myself that I am worth. He sent me for, I think it was a Super Force game. It was an event organized by children in school. Rugby event. They usually do those events in December. That was my first game I did with a professional camera. It was an Nikon D16.
Wow, Nikon D16. Kakati, you've lost me. Actually says I am lost.
It's a Nikon D16.
This, whatever the case is. But anyway, what inspired you of all careers, because we know, me and you know, that here in Uganda, in terms of sports, selling our content.
What inspired me, when I interacted with my mentor Andrew Katende, and I told him I wanted to be a sports photographer, he gave me questions, but there were the first 3 questions are the ones that mattered the most. That's what he told me. He asked me, why do I want to do sports photojournalism or sports photography? Who motivates me to do sports photography? And what am I going to do that has not been done before in Ugandan sports photography? Yeah. So now, the first one, I told him, he asked me, why do you want to do this? I told him, I find the rest of the types of photography boring. I don't like to tell you, now pose like this, pose like this. No, I want to be that side and do my thing as you do your thing.
Yeah.
Like, now I realize where could I find that? I would find that in sports photography. And I went for that. I was like, that's good.
Do you play?
I play a few of the sports for their better understanding, but not so much.
Not so much.
Yeah.
Wow. So we have some few minutes. What are some of the pointers that you always look out for, that you think if there is any young person there who is planning or who is hoping to come and join the industry, that they should, hey bro, make sure that you have these 4 points on your fingertips as you're joining the sports tourism industry?
Well, I would still give you the questions my mentor gave me to answer. Why do you want to do it? Who has inspired you to do it? And what change are you going to create? This applies across every career. For example, I told him, this bothers me and I want to do this. This is where I'm more confident. This is something I love because I love sport and I understand the sport, and now I want to go creative about it. Very good answer. He asked me who inspires me. I told him there are 2 award-winning photographers, Nikon ambassadors. Delica is an Australian, very amazing photographer. And then there's Joel McLeod. another amazing photographer. And then what changed it down to bring? I wanted to take photos that were going to tell stories that have not been told before in Uganda and put them out there for the people to see them. Yeah.
Wow, when you look at there's a stand pic of a rugby player.
It's called Scott Oloch.
Scott Oloch. Oloch, you know, I knew the Scott name, but I didn't want to misfire with the Oloch name because given that they're mainly two. But anyway, the most important thing is this picture is one of your signatures when it comes to me as a person. This is the picture that I think I appreciated more. I was like, hey, who is this guy? Because I think that was the first pic of yours that I was like, I landed on. Now, first timers in the industry, it is always very hard. How did you come to be noticed by Rest TV, by New Vision, whatever company that there was that you have gone ahead to work with in your 4 years journey?
It comes down to putting yourself out there. I love social media, so I used social media to push myself. I used my Twitter handle, that's at Baron Edgar 8 on Twitter. I used my Instagram, I used my WhatsApp. I pushed, like, whenever I would take photos, I would put them out there for people to see them. And when I tell you, when we were interacting, I told you about that photo. It is something that I took just for my social media. But it's one of the photos that have gone viral and have sold me out there to even international companies inviting me to be a contributor with them.
So that means apparently you are not attached to any company.
I am in Uganda. I am attached to Kawo Sports.
Yeah.
But formerly I was working with Photo Sports, but now I am attached to Kawo Sports. I'm a photojournalist. Kawo Sports.
Kawo Sports. So
but I still do freelance work.
Okay. Yeah. Now that's where I want us to, because I'm a person who is so interested about this money thing. So a picture like this one, and it is not entitled. It's not for Kawo Sports, and Rest TV wants to buy it to get it from you. How much do I have to pay?
I'm not going to give you a billing for that as that, but I'm going to give you how it's done. For me to sell photos to you, it comes down to when you come. Have you come before the match? Have you come after the match? Okay. When you come before the match, that's a booking. So the price is attached there. And when you come after the game, the price is still different.
So which one is higher, which one is lower?
Definitely after the game.
After the game?
The photos are highly marketable after games because media houses need them. Many of the media houses do not book, they just sit down there. Do you have this photo? Do you have a photo from this place and this place? Then now it comes down to the game. To which sport? Then to the game. So which sport is it? Is it a very popular sport in the country? If it's a football match, definitely the billing is a bit higher than when it comes to football. Is it swimming? Is it boxing? Is it that? Then it comes down to the game. Is it a double? Is it a final? Is it a quarter final? Is it an elimination?
Yes, terms and conditions.
The magnitude of the game also matters because even when I'm taking the photos, the magnitude also matters. Like I'm on more pressure when taking a Vipers SSC game than when I'm taking up the Police Maroons. No offense. You get the magnitude is different. So even the magnitude of the game matters on the building. Adape is definitely more expensive than any other league.
Okay, drawing you back to some of all your personal pictures, or even Kawowo. I want to bring in 2 points here that have been affecting the industry at large. Copyright, and I had someone sometime back, Manang, that is being selfish if you take a nice pic and you watermark it in Uganda. What's your say on those 2 things?
What's my say on these 2 things? The copyright law is quite weak in Uganda. It hasn't helped us as photographers a lot. Then there is also this thing that Ugandans have. You think when you come out there to take photos, it's for fun. But this is where we earn from. So if I take a nice picture and you like it, contact me and let's talk business.
So that means before you can preserve 2 photos or pictures, one that is watermarked and one you can sell.
Yeah, I have the raw file, the unedited, no
Oh.
watermarks, and then I have the edited. And the ones I put online. Most
Yeah.
of the, you've seen them, they have my
Yeah.
name, Hamala Edgar.
Mm.
So if you like it, you can always hit me and you can talk business.
So how about someone, if a company goes ahead to use your watermarked, or let me say your photo without your permission?
That's, and lately it's a two-way road.
Mm.
If you use my photo and you haven't contacted me and it has my watermark, it's okay if you give me the photo credit.
Yeah.
But if you do not give me the photo credit, then we shall have an issue.
Yeah.
And more so, if you crop out my watermark, we shall have bigger issues.
Bigger issues. Where do you run to? Because these questions I'm trying to, you as a person who's in the field, just in case you've encountered these things and someone wants to join the industry. Now, in case a certain company does that without your permission, what is your first step? Who do you approach? Which station, police station, whatever it is?
It has actually happened to me
Mm.
several times, even some of the leading newspapers in the country have used my photos and credited other people.
Wow.
If you go on Twitter,
Mm.
I'm always, always with these people taking my photos. But yeah, most times now, for me, at least who has been in the industry, if a newspaper X uses my photo and they don't credit me, I'll talk to the editor. I'll talk to him. If we did not find a common ground, then I'll kick back and talk to my lawyer to go ahead with the case.
I'll go ahead with the case. Now, our time is fast spent over here. Now, in the next few minutes, how can people get to you? How can they buy your content? What's to each and everyone who wants to join the industry? Are you a company? Are you hoping to have a company of your own? What is your best camera?
What is my best camera? I think-
Ngoma you know, if I have a Vipers Express game, this camera,
definitely my best cameras are flagships. They're the flagships in the industry.
Okay,
I know you're a bit
yeah,
rusty,
yo.
but let me take the point home.
Speak English.
So the flagships, the big
Yeah.
brands of the company. So given a Vipers KCCA game.
Now you support one of those two things because I tried to bring in Express and you rejected it. But anyway, it's okay. It's okay.
This is a bigger game.
It's okay.
But yeah, I would go for the Nikon D6 and a lens. I would need to have several lenses. Yeah, because I need the medium, the 70-200. I need an 80 to maybe 400 or 400 fixed, then a 70 to 200, then the short lenses for the close-ups.
Do you do videos just in case?
Yeah, I do videos, but not on a high level. I do them just as a part-time thing. Yeah, and I also, away from sports, I do events, but yeah, I do some events, but not the Pandula and stuff. I do the conferences.
Yeah,
The
corporate events.
The corporate events, yeah.
You seem to be a corporate guy. But now corporate events and weddings. Yeah, so yeah, please.
So yeah, I work with those conferences, the big losers, live events. Yeah, as long as it's not posing.
It's not posing.
Yeah, as long as you're not posing for photos, I'm definitely open to that.
Okay, and how much should I count?
Definitely. Still, I come with my ideology from a sports world.
Anyway, your 2 cents to those people that are hoping to join the industry, who are still at campus. You're still at campus, you told me?
Yeah, I'm doing my third year at Macquarie University.
BBA.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. A word to those people who are hoping to join the industry. And also give us the challenges of being attached to a club or a company. Besides Kaowo.
Besides Kaowo, it always comes down to your contract with whichever person you're getting attached to most times. If it's a club, if it's a media house, if it's a news agency, if it's an agency that sells photos, it always, you need to, when you're making the contract, make sure the terms favor you. You need to be flexible. Yeah. but there are no challenges as such.
Okay.
If you decide to sign a contract, it must be.
Go ahead.
I would use the Lewis Hamilton quote that he said when he won his recent title. That was the 7th title.
Yeah.
Why he says this is to all those that believe the impossible.
Yeah.
I don't remember how it ends, but
who has just gone ahead to sign a new contract, by the way, with that is Mercedes for at least 1 more year to see whether oba agenda beranga atwala engule ey'omunana abeere F1 driver akyasingidde ddala okubeera oluvannyuma lw'okubanga yagenda neekolayizinga record ya mwana mulenzi Mike Schumacher awo wennyini kati agenda beera afuna obukadde bwa $3 omwaka guno ne Mercedes, please.
So the quote says that's for all the kids out there who dream the impossible. You can do it, man. I believe in you guys.
Wow.
Yeah, that's from Lewis Hamilton when he won his 7th title.
Wow, that was last year.
Yeah,
before, of course, he suffered from COVID.
Yeah, definitely. Though we are not sure how that COVID came up.
By the way, one last question. How has COVID affected you?
COVID has had profound impact on our industry.
Yeah.
Once sports was closed, we were approximately rendered unemployment.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So yeah, there is no selling photo.
But still, Kao kind of worked. But anyway, where would you get the action?
Yeah, that's the point. So at Kao, we just kept bringing back stuff from back in the days and trying to push. But I want to thank Joseph Owino, my boss at Kao. He didn't give up on us. We are still together up to today, and we are still continuing. Okay,
shout outs to Kao. I usually use some content of mine from Kao. That is the fact. But anyway, as we are closing today, today's edition, I thank you for coming through. By the way,
you're welcome. Just the last one,
please.
The last you asked me to get in contact with me on Twitter at Baron Edgar 8, on Facebook. Hamala Edgar, Edgar H. Baron. Then on Instagram at Baron Edgar, and on LinkedIn, Pinterest, everywhere else it's Baron Edgar. Okay, don't give them your WhatsApp number, otherwise you might not have to sleep for some few weeks over there, or you might get problems with your family, with your wife. But anyway, nga maliriza olunaku olwaleero mbadde njagala tuweekoko mu tochi ekibuzo kyegenda okulekera omukulu wa Gaba James Alois. Olunaku olwaleero kigenda beera nga kiva mu Champions League bageze maaso n'okubeera nga bagasituula ne bakyusa oba ne bateesa ekiteeso ntino ajjukira ntino teams zibadde zitandika season ya Champions League nga ziri 32 naye kakati bateeseza ntino zigenda beera nga zifuuka 36 mu nsonga eyo nyini ate nga tiimu naddala Manchester United oba Chelsea bwebeera nga atezemu eyo season basobola oginyiga waawo nebeera nga erina weyita ate nga ku guno omulundi bagenda beera nga bakola liigi kakitegeeza nti no liigi egenda beera nga zirimu teams 36 naye ngaekyewunyisa nti no buli team at least esamba emipiira 10 mu eyo season oba mu group stages ate olwo ezibeera zizzeekaawo ez'okuzikutezo ekyokubiri zigenda maaso n'okubeera nga zisamba play-off nga kino bakigenderedde okubeera nga bongeza ku misaale oba ku misolo tiimu ezo zigenda beera nga zifuna buli mwezi. Jjukira nti balina competition olw'okuba nti waliwo ekitongole ate kimu ekyagala okubeera nga nakyo kikola ki kyongerayo oba kicreatinga league eyakyo ku lukalu olwa Bulaya naye nga kyo kyagala kufuna tiimu z'enene zokka okuva mu leagues 5 ez'enjawulo ku lukalu olwa Bulaya. Kati kibuzo kinjagala okulekera Louise, tiimu za 36 kiyamba eggwanga erya Bungereza, kiyamba olukalu olwa Bulaya okukuza omupiira gwabwe oba kigenda maaso n'okubeera nga kidayirutinga standards zetubadde tulaba gye buvuddeko awo era wenyongera okutwala omukisa guno okwebaza omukulu Hamala Edgar kw'ossa ne teams classic design abagenze maaso n'okubeera nga batukyaza olunaku olwaleero. Katukomeko tukyagenda maaso ne kapeti by'emizannyo.